The following week felt achingly long for both Kai and Ren, each day dragging on without the familiar banter and competitive spark that had characterized their interactions. After their intense fight, neither had reached out, and the silence was suffocating. Kai found himself going through the motions, but everything felt dull without Ren's presence. Friday rolled around, and they both found themselves at a group gathering hosted by some classmates. The venue was buzzing with laughter and chatter, but Kai felt out of place, his heart racing as he scanned the room for any sign of Ren. "Hey, you okay?" his friend Mia asked, nudging him gently. "You've been staring into space for like 10 minutes. "Yeah, I'm fine," Kai replied, forcing a smile. "Just thinking." Mia raised an eyebrow, unconvinced. "Thinking about Ren, I bet." "Shut up," Kai shot back, heat rising to his cheeks. "It's not like that." "Sure it isn't," Mia teased, but her smile faded as she looked toward the entrance. "Oh, here he comes." Kai's heart skipped a beat. He turned just in time to see Ren walking in, his eyes scanning the crowd before landing on Kai. A moment of recognition sparked between them, but before either could move, Ren was swept away by a group of friends, laughter ringing in the air as they pulled him into their circle. Kai felt a mix of relief and disappointment wash over him. They hadn't spoken since their fight, and the unresolved tension hung heavily between them like a storm cloud. Despite the bustling atmosphere around him, he couldn't shake the feeling of emptiness. As the night wore on, Kai found himself avoiding Ren, his heart aching with every laugh that echoed from across the room. He engaged in light conversation with friends, but his mind kept drifting back to Ren, the way he laughed, the way his eyes sparkled with mischief. Finally, unable to bear it any longer, Kai excused himself to the bathroom, hoping to gather his thoughts. He splashed water on his face, looking at himself in the mirror. "Get it together, Kai," he muttered. "It's just Ren. He's not that special." But deep down, he knew that wasn't true. When he returned to the main area, he spotted Ren alone, leaning against the wall with a drink in hand, his expression contemplative. Kai felt a jolt of determination. If they were going to move past this, he needed to speak up. "Hey," Kai said, approaching cautiously. Ren looked up, surprise flickering across his face. "Oh, hey," he replied, his tone neutral, but Kai could sense the underlying tension. "Can we talk?" Kai asked, voice steady despite the nerves bubbling inside him. Ren hesitated, but then nodded. "Yeah, let's go outside." They stepped outside into the cool night air, the sounds of the party muffled behind them. The stars twinkled overhead, casting a serene glow that contrasted sharply with the storm brewing between them. "I've missed this," Kai admitted, leaning against the railing. "It's been weird without you." Ren crossed his arms, his gaze fixed on the ground. "Yeah, it has. I didn't realize how much I relied on our back and forth." "I thought we agreed to stop fighting," Kai said, biting his lip, "but it feels like we went from that to nothing." "I didn't mean to shut you out," Ren said, looking up. "It's just, after our fight, I didn't know how to face you. I thought maybe it was better to stay away." "That's the problem," Kai exclaimed, frustration spilling out. "We're not going to figure this out by pretending nothing happened. I just want to understand where we stand." Ren's expression softened, the wall he had built beginning to crumble. "I want that too, Kai, but it's complicated. I don't want to ruin what we have, but I also can't ignore what I feel." "What do you feel?" Kai asked, the question hanging in the air, heavy and significant. Ren hesitated, his eyes searching Kai's. "I think I care about you more than I should. It scares me, honestly. You're not just my rival anymore." Kai's heart raced at Ren's confession. "I feel the same way, but I don't want to lose this. Whatever this is, just because we can't admit it." A silence fell between them, thick with unspoken words and emotions. Kai could see the fear in Ren's eyes, the vulnerability that he rarely showed. It made Kai want to reach out and close the distance between them. "Maybe we should just try being honest," Kai suggested softly, stepping closer, "even if it's scary." Ren's gaze flicked to Kai's, the connection between them undeniable. I can't promise it won't be complicated, but I want to try. Me too, Kai replied, feeling a surge of hope. Let's not run away from this anymore. Just then, a loud cheer erupted from inside the party, breaking the moment. They both turned, startled, and when Kai looked back at Ren, he noticed a flicker of uncertainty. Can I ask you something? Kai said, a nervous laugh escaping him. Why are we so good at arguing, but so bad at whatever this is? Ren chuckled, the tension easing slightly. Because we're idiots, he replied, a smile creeping onto his face. But I wouldn't want to do this with anyone else. Same here, idiot, Kai said, grinning back. As the air between them shifted, the weight of their past arguments began to lift, replaced by a shared understanding. They stood there, eyes locked, feeling the world around them fade away. The moment was electric, filled with unspoken promises and new beginnings. Kai took a tentative step closer, heart racing, and Ren mirrored him, their proximity bringing a thrill of excitement and fear. Let's just take this one step at a time, Kai suggested, his voice barely above a whisper. Ren nodded, a soft smile breaking across his face. I'd like that. With that, they both took a deep breath, the weight of the unspoken words hanging in the air. As they turned to rejoin the party, the tension still simmering beneath the surface, Kai couldn't shake the feeling that they were finally on the verge of something real. The night stretched before them, filled with possibilities and the thrill of the unknown. Together, they would navigate the chaos of their emotions and the evolving nature of their relationship. Rivals turned something much more profound.